Yes. Congratulations to Colgate. Listen, they're not having their best season ever so far, but they're a championship pedigree team. They got a lot of pride. I like the way they play. They were terrific tonight, and so congratulations to them and their crew. And I was proud of the way our guys kind of responded. We had some weird energy. There was all kind of weirdness. The 17-0 was a little weird. I think it made it weirder, and then we got weird. But our guys rang the bell the way that they do, and I was really proud of them. Got good contributions from a bunch of guys, protected the ball really well, which was a point of emphasis for us. We finally got back over 33s. That's been really hard for us to do, but I was proud of that. And so some good things for us. Got some guys some minutes in different situations that they haven't had, so gave us a little chance to kind of adjust to the changing lineup a little bit, and it was a good night.
Yeah, Mark, given your injuries at the guard situation, this looked like an opportune time to get Trent and Travis playing them. How did you think they did?
Yeah, I mean, that's going to be a work in progress. They're super talented players. They're super talented players, and I thought they made solid contributions tonight. And it's hard, you kind of want to get them in the game when there's a real flow to it, and they weren't. Trent probably had a little bit of was in the game when there was a little bit of a better vibe. My favorite part of Trent Noah, and this is why I love him so much, is he's been in the game for a good, a minute and 7 seconds, I'm guessing, something like that. And he's standing right in front of me, and I'm like, punch it, throw it in the post. I'm yelling, punch it, and he shoots a three, and that's how I know he's going to be a big-time player. It was actually a really happy, joyful moment for us. He's been playing so well in practice for us, and he's been working so hard. He's really got no agenda other than to get better every day. And I thought he really gave us a boost. In fact, I think it maybe went 9 straight minutes, give or take. The staff was like, "We got to get him out of there. He's at 9." So, but it's good. I mean, this is how you grow as a team and as individuals.
Coach, you've proven that you guys can get into an ugly game and come out the other side like you did against Gonzaga. How different, if at all, are those conversations in the huddle when things get ugly in a game like Colgate?
Well, ideally they wouldn't be different, but today was more of a response to just the energy. We kind of talked about it in the locker room after. We're a energy monitoring, managing team. The energy on the floor is really important to us, and so we kind of were having that discussion through the game, trying to discover for ourselves, like, not just why the energy kind of got off. Like, I don't know if it was because of the 17-0, maybe it got off. Maybe it was because they made some really good shots. Maybe it was a little fatigue. Maybe it was the rotation difference. Maybe it was not having either of our point guards on the floor. Maybe it was just I don't know. Maybe usually it's all those things somehow, right? A little different lineups on the floor, but that's this game for us, and so we're trying to become like masters of energy, and games like this can help you learn a little bit more about yourself. Hopefully, they're helping us a little bit.
Mark, when you first came here, you said we're going to shoot a lot of threes, and somebody asked you, what if you're not hitting?
Yeah.
And you said we're going to keep shooting.
Yeah.
Was tonight an example of that? You weren't really hitting your threes, and then all of a sudden you get 4 in a row and get some separation.
Yeah, I mean, yes, for sure. 100% yes. And it's just, for us, it's just the volume. Like, our volume has been down, and that's been a little frustrating to me. And Kerr has been one of the real catalysts for us. So not only is our volume down, but we lost kind of one of our catalysts. And so we're going to rediscover ways to get back to that part of our game. But I was happy to get over 30.
Mark, what can you tell us about, I guess, the specific nature of Kerr's injury, when the surgery might be, and what a approximate timetable could be? And then how can he still contribute that energy that he brings even when he's sidelined?
Yeah. Am I allowed to do details? What are we allowed to do here? Deb said I can tell you the answer. So if I get in trouble, it's on Deb. It's on record. We get that on video? All right. So we had the best performance team ever. So Kerr has already had the surgery, and you know, we're kind of like it's in this. You know, Vegas would say, you know, somewhere around this 6-week period. I'm saying like 10 days. We'll see how it goes. So he's so that's kind of the prognosis on his injury. And in terms of energy, you know, Kerr is he might bring more energy to the team on the bench. Actually, you know, he's gonna have to grow into this. I don't know if he's sat like this ever before, but. He can be an incredibly valuable piece of this team right now. We need him. That's really important. So he's an important part for us.
Mark,
I mean, if you think about Kerr just sitting on the bench all game long talking smack, like it's going to be heaven help us. Jeez.
Mark, back here, with Kobe getting his first start tonight, what were the conversations you had to have with him, if any, about seizing a moment and being prepared for a big-time opportunity like this?
Yeah, Kobe's such a vet. We really didn't have any conversations with him. We just put him in a blue jersey and practice, and it was just off to the races. You know, and listen, Kobe could start the rest of the season. You know, we're very malleable and fluid that way. Just kind of listen to what the game tells us. But I thought, you know, Kobe obviously shot the ball pretty well tonight, and I guess pretty well. It's just his normal. Came up with a couple huge rebounds again. Was better in the second half defensively. The last 10 minutes, and he was really good getting downhill to the rim. I thought he's making strides. He's got so much more that he's going to explore and get comfortable with about getting downhill. But he's a terrific talent, man. He's a big time player. I mean, he's probably the best shooter in the country.
Mark, you were favored by 30. You squeak out an 11-point victory. All these scores count. I mean, they count in the net. They count in the rankings. What is your thought on, for example, where Kentucky is ranked right now and how important that is?
Listen, I'm glad we're in the conversation. I'm glad we're in the national conversation. It's where we're supposed to be. It's Kentucky, right? And you know, and so I'm really happy with all that. But more importantly, I just want us to be a great team, right? And we want to keep getting better. And we had runs tonight where we got better. You know, we started the game better, and then we just, you know, energy just turned a little bit on us. But we'll learn from this and we'll get better. So right now it's a race to get better. But you know, this is Kentucky. We have to win every game along the way. That's a beautiful thing. I'm not complaining. I think that's why Kentucky's special. So all the things matter. Everything matters. The metrics matter. The analytics matter. The efficiencies matter. All those things are really important to us. And we would like to be the flagship program in every single category that we, you know, grade and rank and evaluate a team. That's our goal. And so it's all really important.
Is there an update on Lamont Butler so far?
Yeah, Lamont's getting a little bit better. You know, he's on the court a little bit today. We'll have, you know, every day is kind of like we test him a little bit more and then kind of see, you know, we don't really have, we'll know more tomorrow morning when he wakes up how it's feeling, right? So it's kind of a, you know, throw it out there today and see what we end up with when he wakes up. So we'll know a little bit more, but I would prefer if he rejoins our team on the floor sometime soon.
Mark, your first game as coach of the Kentucky-Louisville rivalry is coming up. Is there any way you can communicate to your guys exactly what's at stake in this Commonwealth?
I don't. The answer is probably no. You kind of have to. You probably have to experience it to do it. But I also am blessed with guys that are. You know, I have seasoned guys. I have guys that are, you know, have played in big-time rivalry games. So it's not like a foreign concept to them. So this is just a little level up, right? And so it won't be unfamiliar to our guys. But it's exciting and it's awesome and we love it and we hate it and we all the things.
Was it unfamiliar to you since the first time as coach?
No. I'm well aware of the beauty of this rivalry.
You might have talked about this before, but why does 30 plus threes continue to be that magic number for you guys?
Well, it's just our goal marker. You know, I wish we could get to 35. But it's kind of a standard for us that we'd like to hold, right? We'd like to be there. Because the 33s, for us, we have to earn them, right? And so really what the 33s translates is that we're getting unbelievable movement, that we're really, really in attack mode, that we're really getting downhill and earning power plays, right? That we're playing off 2 feet, that we're actually have a ton of motion away from the ball. Like, to get to 33s for us the way we shoot them, it's a measure of how we're moving, right? And how intentional we are on the offensive end, and how we're screening and how we're cutting, and like those are all results because we want to shoot catch and shoot threes. And so the nights where we don't get a lot of threes, it's probably because we're not aggressive enough downhill, not aggressive as a transition, not aggressive enough cutting, not having the first cut, second cut, third cut action, right? So it's really a measure of in a sense, it's really a measure of the energy of the game on the offensive side for us.
Anything else? All right, so everyone on Friday.
Awesome. Thank you.